Hello everybody. Today we are going to go for the artifact of the Brute and the Cave of Lost Faith. If you do not know what the Cave of Lost Faith is, it is the easiest of the two water caves. So you are going to need scuba gear, and so scuba gear, and we're going to need, we want to make sure our food is good. Just going to top that off. I don't think we need we're going to top off our food and water. Because we're collecting artifacts, we also need our little friend here. See, we can, oh, that's not what I wanted. But we can see his inventory this way. Okay, so we got that, and because this is a water cave, we're not taking Huey. We need to take we are going to be taking Siren, who's my basil. She's a mutated basil. She has 254 mutations into health and 254 mutations into melee. So she's my water cave girl. And we'll get ready to head out. All right. Whee. So we are at the red obelisk, basically. So we're going to travel on up here. I'll show you guys where the entrance is. Oh look, there's another basil. What level is that basil? A 20. I can't seem to find a basil like 25 seems to be the highest I can find a basil. All right, so you see those rocks with the tree? right there. Here we are on the map. Latitude 56.8, longitude 11.5. You're looking for that rock fixture. And we are going to change ourselves. So once you find that, you're going to come on down here. You can see the little horseshoe. You're going to come right down. Now, there's normally a mosa or at least a plesiosaur waiting out here sometimes. So be cautious. And here is the cave entrance. The cave entrance is at 53.5 latitude, longitude 10.4. Okay, good. It doesn't look like the otter's oxygen is going down. All right, so this cave is a really easy cave as far as the water is concerned, just to be on the safe side. You cannot get lost in here. So, I almost thought I froze, but I'm good. So I'm looking, as we come in here, there's normally no animals this far in, or this close to the entrance. But here, you can see that up there, we are coming up to our first drop area. And we have a drop. No, we don't. We have a stingray. All right, but right here is where our first drop could be. Obviously, I don't see one. So, no drop. But this is the area where, if there's going to be one, it's going to be right in here, in this area. So then we're going to come up here. Now we could go that way, but we're not going to. We're going to go this way because, again, there's a drop that could be on this side. And I want to say it's normally like right here, but I don't see it. So that is normally the second possible drop. All right, and then we're going to go through here. Can I get in there? I don't think I can. You used to be able to. All right, there we go. And there's another possibility is right here. 60.2 longitude, 16.3 latitude. So we're going to grab that. So that is actually the area where we picked up the drop. And then right here, oh my word, come on. All right, you might remember this from when we were picking up dossiers. And I can tell already there isn't one here, but sometimes there can be one right here. But it's not here. Let's see if I can get out of here now. Oh my word. There. There we go. All right, the next one. We're going to come in here. All right. So we're going to come over here. Ugh. Okay. Dink, dink, dink. Okay. We're going to come up to the surface here. All right, so what I'm looking for all right. So that way is a note that we'll get when we're doing NERVA notes. But this right here is where there's normally another drop. Okay, and I don't see the drop here, but there's other places where there can be more drops, so we're gonna keep going. This whole windy thing, there could be a drop right up here, and I don't see one. So no drops there. I can hear it. All right. There we go. Lots and lots of bad stuff in this room. We're just gonna kill as much as we can. Do. Okay. Where's... And now even I'm lost. I thought this was... All right. Yeah, this is the way we came. All right. I think this is the way out, not the way we want to go. Like I said, on the plus side, you can't get lost in here because it's just one long tunnel. So I'm pretty sure this is the way out, which we don't want. Yep, it is. It's the way out. All right. So now that we don't need to find we're from the entrance, we're going to go around here. We are missing at least, because at least 3 drops are in the cave at all times. And we only picked up 2. So there's one more. So we're going to stick to the right because there's sometimes a drop. We're gonna keep going. All right. That's the way out, which we don't want. So I'm going to go this way. Into here. Let's see if we can't find. There's a jellyfish. Oh, there it is. I was like, I can hear it. Where'd it go? So there's the artifact of the brute right there. I don't see anything else. Is that another drop? I think it is. I can't tell. It's shiny. I don't know. There should be at least one more drop somewhere. But I can't seem to find it. So there's the artifact of the brute. Oh, there we go. This all used to be flat in here, so the fact that they made it all bumpy with little crevices is kind of scary. So all right, and now we can head back on out. I really need to add stamina to her because her stamina is kind of crappy. All right, I had to look. There are several. So there can be several drops in the room where the artifact is. And because the room is all bumpy, it makes it, it can make it difficult. So, first, okay. They make it so difficult to see. Okay, I don't see any down there. That was actually a jellyfish, which is what I thought. The other place is around here, which I don't see. And then the last one, oh dude, I didn't think bad things could spawn in here. I said I didn't think bad things could spawn in here. The other one is along this ledge. Did they come? Yep, they're coming. Oh, come on. Follow me, little boogers. Come on. I think I found that last artifact. Or dropped, not an artifact. Oh, come on. Where are you going? I didn't bring a gun with me because I didn't think bad things could spawn in here, at least on the land. All right, well anyways, the other one's up there. Come on. Next time I'll have to remember to bring my shotgun. Come on. Come on. But these caves are like some of the best caves to find ascended saddles. If you're looking for saddles, this is like the place to go to get them, is the water caves. So that's all the reason why I'm spending so much time to try and get this drop up here. Come on. Because I'm pretty sure it's up there. Come on. Nope, come on. Is it gonna chase me? No. Come on. Oh, come on. I wish I had my shotgun. Oh, come on. What if I run ahead of it? We're just gonna run ahead of it. Oh, there's a bunch of them. Holy cow. All right, we'll have to come back later, but yeah, I need my shotgun. But that is all of the drops. Wasn't recording. Dang it. All right. So it spawned, the artifact spawned again. So I put my artifact I had on trouble, and grabbed it again. We're gonna head back to base, and I'm gonna grab my shotgun, and we're gonna run this cave again, because we need at least 3 of the artifact of the brute, so that we can run gamma, beta, and alpha back to back. So, and technically I want to have 4, because I'll put 1 on display inside of my trophy room. So we will head out. And again, there's no way to get lost in here, because it's literally 1 tunnel. So don't worry about getting lost. It's 1 straight tunnel. If you Google Cavern of Lost Hope, there's a really good map on the wiki. Whee! And again, the water caves are like the best caves to farm for their ascended Rex saddle. In fact, I would even go as far as to say I would even run this. I would run them right after taming a water unicorn. I can't remember what they're called. Because that'll give you, when you tame that dinosaur, it's only temporary. It's like a lip of something. What are eels, electric eels doing? We can go put some of this stuff away too, so that we don't lose it. All right, so let's go put this stuff away, and we're gonna go grab a shotgun. This should be fun. There's our base. All right. Do. Let's go pet. Okay. There's all of that. Then we can that's actually really nice. There's that, and that, and that, and then like it's not grinding. It should be grinding all of that. I think it's an automated ARK issue. I'm having issues with automated ARK. The grinder won't grind. This thing here is filled with poop and it won't disperse it properly. I cannot wait until I have text storage. So right now we have a Manta saddle, a Packy saddle, a Parasaur saddle, but no Rex saddle as of yet. and we want to take that so that we can, how did that happen? All right. So off we go. This time we have our shotgun, so yeah, it did. It took all the fish off of you. So we're looking for the rocks and the tree again on the shore. And it's right there. There's the rock and the trees. So now we're gonna go down. This is the U. You can see it, it's there, and it comes around to right where we're at. And we're gonna go right down here. All right. So again, we're going to keep a lookout for drops. That one's not there. We're gonna go to the right because there's sometimes one here. Which I don't see one here. And then there's sometimes one up there, which I don't see. come through here. And there's sometimes one over here, which I don't see. So we're gonna keep going. We got crystals on the roof. Oh, there it is right there. In that little cubby hole. If I can get in there. Why? Oh my word. There we go. I don't see one in there because it's normally right there. So we can turn around. I don't think any of the actual drops would have respawned yet. Man, this is a pain in the butt to get in and out of that little cubby hole. All right. So nothing there. We keep going. Here, we're looking for, so right there is where an artifact is, but up here, there can sometimes be one, which I don't see. Okay, so we follow this up here. And it's actually going to take us up around to the room, but there can sometimes be a drop in here, which is why we walk it. See? Just like that. So then we come on down here. This is the artifact room. This is where we were. This is the artifact room. This is where we were playing with the scorpions earlier. So we're gonna come up here and check. Oh, come on. didn't know there were spiders too. See it. Okay. Nothing up here. So then we can check. So all along the bottom here, there's like 3 or 4 spots just in this room of the cave alone that can have drops. All right. And then on the way out, since we already walked, we will swim. And make sure we keep an eye out along the bottom for any more drops that might have spawned. Now, don't get fooled by this cave. Both the water caves are pretty heavy duty. The reason this cave is so empty is because I do run it and I'm on solo. And they're normally, I've killed a lot of the danger things. So that's why. They just haven't spawned back in. We came across those going into the artifact room that first time. I think that was the most that I've seen since clearing out the cave initially, because it had been a while since I had been in that room. So, but do not come into this cave unprepared. Have have a decent dino. There are Cnidaria and Electrophora in here, which is why I like using the basil to run caves, because then I don't have to watch for those things. I don't have to worry about it. So that's it. It's a pretty straightforward cave. We're going to keep running it till we get at least one more artifact. But that's pretty much all you need to know about this cave. I will see you all next time. Bye.